Hello, my fabulous Listopians. Welcome back to Listopia Central, where we climb, dive, and sometimes dangle in the name of epic lists from all corners of life. Today, we're taking you high above the ground for the top 20 tree houses in the world. From futuristic pods to luxury pine cones you'll wish you could move into tomorrow. If you love exploring wild, weird, and wonderful lists, whether it's travel, food, gadgets, or pure luxury, don't forget to like, drop a fun comment for us, and of course, subscribe so you'll never miss the next adventure. Let's branch out, shall we? At number 20, we have the Koja Microspace Treehouse in Finland. This futuristic pod looks like Iron Man's camping tent, folded out of a single piece of slick metal and dropped into the Finnish woods. It's curved, minimalist, and unapologetically modern, as if a spaceship parked itself in a birch grove. For about $200 a night, you'll feel like a sci-fi pioneer who also enjoys cozy mornings with panoramic forest views. Located in Fiskars, Finland, it's surrounded by an artsy little village and hiking trails that will make you feel like you're starring in a moody Nordic film. This isn't just a place to stay, it's a pod of serenity. At number 19, we have the Microcube Tree Hotel in Sweden. If IKEA decided to design a house for squirrels, the Microcube would be the result. It's a tiny silver box perched in the trees, compact enough to make you question whether you packed too many socks. But inside, it's an innovative and clever use of space that proves minimalism can be cozy and stylish. For about $630 per night, you'll enjoy your compact kingdom and still get access to the full Tree Hotel experience, which includes sauna sessions and world-class Scandinavian dining. Located in Harrod, Sweden, this cube is less about sprawling luxury and more about bragging rights. Yes, I vacationed inside a box in the trees and it was fabulous. At number 18, we have the Biosphere Tree Hotel in Sweden. Welcome to the Airbnb that birds literally love. The Biosphere is covered in 350 birdhouses, making it look like an avian condo complex. If you're into bird watching, or if you've always dreamed of Snow White style mornings where feathered friends sing to you, this one's a dream come true. For about $630 per night, you'll get a modern, eco-conscious suite in Harrod, Sweden, with all the Tree Hotel luxuries, sauna, fine dining, and architectural coolness that will make your Instagram glow. The Biosphere isn't just a place to stay. It's a statement that humans and nature can, in fact, share real estate without anyone complaining about the noise. At number 17, we have Heartwood Treehouse in Canada. Rustic charm meets Canadian coziness at the Heartwood Treehouse, where reclaimed wood and heartfelt design come together to form a forest hideaway. This isn't about glitzy hot tubs or futuristic pods. It's about pure, unplugged serenity. For around $200 a night in Ontario, you'll get to lounge on a deck with a book, roast marshmallows over a fire, and rediscover what silence sounds like. Hint, it's better than Wi-Fi. Activities here include forest bathing, stargazing, and pretending you're in a Hallmark movie set in the woods. Sometimes simplicity wins, and this tree house proves it. At number 16, we have the Tree Frame Cabin. This Washington State wonder decided the classic box in a tree wasn't stylish enough, so it went full A-frame chic. It's all angles, windows, and minimalist charm that lets the forest views steal the show. For about $250 a night, you get a modern, light-filled retreat where hiking trails are your backyard and evenings by the fire pit are your reward. Located in Washington State, USA, the tree frame is the cool cousin of traditional cabins, architectural, Instagram-ready, and just enough off-grid to make you feel adventurous without giving up hot showers. At number 15, we have Stone and Timber Treehouse in North Carolina, USA. If a mountain lodge and luxury treehouse had a baby, this Asheville, North Carolina gem would be it. Built with rustic stone, timber beams, and plenty of glass, it's bright, airy, and dripping with Appalachian elegance. From about $400 a night, you can sip wine in the hot tub, toast s'mores at the fire pit, and then head into Asheville for craft beer and live music. It's nature with a side of city vibes. Basically, you can have your own craft IPA and drink it in a treehouse too. At number 14, we have Hangzhou Kaiyan Senbo Resort in China. Ever wondered what a treehouse would look like in a sci-fi movie? Welcome to Hangzhou's futuristic pods that float above tea plantations and bamboo forests. These slick pod-like suites look like spaceship modules that just happen to have landed in the middle of ancient China. For about $350 a night, you'll experience a resort that blends modern design with natural beauty. Activities include exploring lush tea fields, sipping on the freshest green tea of your life, and walking around pretending you're in a high-budget Netflix drama about the future of tree living. At number 13, we have Tree Dwellers in United Kingdom. Deep in the Cotswold, England's most charming countryside, sits a treehouse straight out of a storybook. Built in oak trees with rustic English craftsmanship, it's cozy, romantic, and equipped with a private wood-fired hot tub, perfect for two. For about $300 a night, you'll sip wine on the deck, wander through chocolate box villages, and pretend you've retired early to write your memoirs in peace. The Cotswold may be famous for sheep and stone cottages, but this treehouse proves the Oaks want some attention too. At number 12, we have the Cypress Valley Canopy Tours in Texas, USA. Ever thought of sleeping in a tent suspended high up in cypress trees? This Texas getaway makes it happen, and it's camping's glamorous older cousin, glamping. For about $300 a night in Spicewood, Texas, you can zip line through the canopy by day and fall asleep to the sounds of the forest by night. There are tree houses like The Ledge with cliffside views, plus swimming holes and hiking trails nearby. It's the perfect mix of outdoor adventure and cozy comfort, like Bear Grylls with better sheets. At number 11, we have the Hamloft in Canada. The Hamloft is the stuff of legend. Built secretly on public land by a carpenter in Whistler, this egg-shaped treehouse was technically illegal, but that only made it cooler. You can't rent it, you can't book it, it is priceless. What you can do is admire its story because it represents pure love for design and adventure. The Hamloft isn't about amenities or hot tubs. Its activity was existing in secret, like the James Bond of tree houses. It may be gone now, but its story still inspires dreamers everywhere. At number 10, we have Playa Viva Treehouse in Mexico. Imagine a bamboo palace wrapped around a giant guanacaste tree with ocean views, 360-degree jungle breezes, and netted walls that let the sunset pour right in. That's Playa Viva, a regenerative resort in Huluchuca, Mexico. For about $500 a night, all inclusive, you get yoga classes, surfing, farm-to-table meals, and even the chance to volunteer at a turtle sanctuary. It's part luxury stay, part eco-hero training camp. If Tarzan went on a wellness retreat, this is where he would end up. At number 9, we have Green Magic Nature Resort in India. If climbing into a treehouse with a hand-cranked pulley, lift 90 feet into the air sounds like your kind of thrill, welcome to Green Magic in Kerala, India. This 2-level treehouse is as close as you'll get to living in Avatar's Pandora without needing blue skin and a tail. For about $300 a night, you'll get dizzying rainforest views, tribal village visits, and treks that redefine adventure. It's rustic, magical, and just dangerous enough to make you feel like a true explorer. At number 8, we have the Skyridge Treehouse in Tennessee, USA. Perched on a Smoky Mountain ridge in Tennessee, this treehouse is all about the views. 50 miles of them to be exact. With a cantilevered deck and massive wall of windows, it feels like you're floating above the clouds. For about $400 a night, you'll soak in your private hot tub, toast marshmallows by the fireplace, and decide whether to explore the national park or just stay perched forever. It's basically first-class seating to nature's greatest show. At number 7, we have Out and About Treehouse Treesort in Oregon, USA. This one's less luxury spa, more childhood dream factory. Located in Oregon, the Treesort features over 15 different tree houses, zipline entries, giant swings, and even a Swiss family complex. For about $200 a night, it's the ultimate family-friendly playground in the sky. Think summer camp, but for all ages, and with cooler bragging rights. If you ever wanted to yell, "I live in a tree," and mean it, this is your place. At number 6, we have Hapuku Lodge Treehouses in New Zealand. These aren't rustic cabins. They're luxury suites elevated 30 feet above the ground in Kaikoura, New Zealand. With sweeping views from mountains to ocean, these tree houses feel like a hotel room took a wrong turn and ended up in the canopy. For about $1,000 a night, you'll get epic bathtubs with even more epic views, whale watching, dolphin swimming, and a world-class restaurant. If Middle Earth had 5-star hotels, this would be it. At number 5, we have the Pinecone Treehouse in California, USA. Straight out of a fairy tale, the Pinecone Treehouse in California looks like a whimsical pine cone that decided it was done being a seed and wanted to be a luxury real estate instead. Built from cedar shingles, it's accessed by an 85-foot suspension bridge and features a spiral staircase up to the crow's nest deck. For about $700 a night, you also get a copper-soaking tub, a fireplace, and serious bragging rights. It's perfect for stylish squirrels or humans with taste. At number 4, we have the Tsala Treetop Lodge in South Africa. Welcome to the treehouse version of Rivendell. The Tsala Treetop Lodge is a collection of villas perched in South Africa's Tsitsikamma forest, complete with stone towers, infinity pools, and timber decks. For about $500 a night, you'll swim above the canopy, sip wine by the fire, and explore South Africa's garden route. It's less sleep in the trees and more I live in an elven palace now. At number 3, we have Chloe Mjini in Tanzania. 7 open-air tree houses built around ancient baobabs on a private island. Sounds fake but it's very real. Located on Mafia Island, Tanzania, Chloe Memgini offers no electricity, just solar lamps, stars, and the sound of the ocean. For about $400 all-inclusive, you'll dive with whale sharks, sail on a traditional dhow, and feast on seafood straight from the sea. It's a Robinson Crusoe if Robinson had impeccable taste and 5-star service. At number 2, we have Bird's Nest Tree Hotel in Sweden. On the outside, this tree house looks like a giant, messy bird's nest that fell from the sky. On the inside, slick, modern Scandinavian design that would make IKEA blush. For about $630 a night in Harrods, Sweden, you'll climb in via a retractable staircase, sneak up to a secret rooftop terrace, and revel in the contrast between rugged exterior and designer interior. It's the ultimate don't judge a book by its cover experience. Finally, at number 1, the 7th Room Tree Hotel in Sweden. And here we are, the Beyonce of Treehouses. Perched 10 meters above the ground, the 7th Room is modern, slick, and unapologetically luxurious. It's piece de resistance, a giant glass floor that lets you peer straight down at the forest below while sipping your champagne. Not for the faint of heart, but perfect for thrill seekers who like their avocado toast served with vertigo. From about $1,050 a night in Harrods, Sweden, you'll enjoy an outdoor net terrace, perfect for northern lights viewing, a fireplace on the deck, and access to the Tree Hotel's sauna and fine dining. It's the crown jewel of tree houses, the penthouse in the pines. And that's a wrap, my adventurous Listopians. We've climbed from futuristic pods in Finland all the way up to the penthouse in the pines in Sweden. And I think it's safe to say tree houses aren't just for kids anymore. Which one was your favorite? Drop it in the comments. I want to know if you'd rather sip champagne over a glass floor or swing into the tree resort on a zipline. If you've enjoyed this list, don't forget to like, comment, and of course subscribe to Listopia Central, your home for the wildest, weirdest, and most wonderful lists across every topic under the sun. Until next time, keep exploring, keep dreaming, and keep living the Listopian life.